Hi, Aries. How are you guys doing? You have a big month ahead of you. Kind of feeling your fire already. It's like you're finally taking control of your life. It's amazing. It's good stuff. Good stuff. People hate it when I shuffle on camera. But I want to make sure that we get the good vibes coming from you, the right vibes. So this month, Mars is in Libra all month long. This is your planet. Conviction, action. With this, you really need to be careful with the way that you're talking to people because it could come across as a little volatile. Most of the time when Aries say something, they're right. Some people don't see it that way. So just make sure that you kind of keep your fire under wraps sometimes. This could also mean that you're strengthening bonds. You're bringing a spark back to relationships with people that you haven't had that spark with lately. We have the full moon on the 4th in Taurus. And this is in your second house of self-esteem, personal responsibilities, possessions, stuff like that. And full moons are all about clearing. They're all about bringing like a newness to your life, opening up your eyes to what you need to see about yourself, the ideals that you have about yourself, the mask that you've been wearing for so long can come down finally. And you will start to recognize that other people are doing this as well, and you might see some true colors from others that you haven't seen in a long time. And people are going to start seeing true colors from you. And this could be a good and bad thing. There could be some people that are like, oh my gosh, finally they're back. And then other people will be like, who the hell am I talking to right now? Why is this person saying things they've never said before? Blah, blah, blah. Mercury in Sagittarius, your 9th house of higher education, philosophy, religion, travel. It's a planet of communication and haste. So I see you guys traveling a lot. I see you guys possibly wanting to get your master's degree, go back to school, learn a new trade. You may be looking into spiritual things in your life. My incense is like smoking up the place. This could bring a lot of big opportunities to you. Could be changing jobs. We also have Venus in Scorpio, which is your 8th house of death and transformation. Venus is the planet of harmony and love. So you're going to want to look at the relationships that you have in your life, work, friends, family, spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend. What's serving you? Who truly loves you? Who truly respects you? Who are the people that you've met in the last couple of years that you've realized are your truth or your tribe? And who are you yourself? Have you been loving yourself? Have you been bringing harmony to yourself? If not, now is the time. Now is the time to do so. So we have the King of Cups. This could be a water sign in your life. Doesn't have to be a water sign. Could be somebody that has water in their chart. Or you could be bringing on this personality of somebody who has a lot of emotions, but they don't show it on the outside. But they rule fairly, and they rule in a way where they're very loving and concerned, which you guys do very easily. You can let your emotions get the best of you. We also have the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is balance. We've had this card for a couple of months for you guys, and I feel like you've kind of been in that hierarchy system where you feel like either you're having to ask somebody, give me more. I need more. Why, like begging them almost. I need a raise. Give me more in this relationship. Why am I always the one doing things? Why do I feel poor? And then why do I feel like I'm giving too much? There hasn't been a balance. I don't know what that was, but it scared me. Queen of Pentacles. Very grounded earth sign. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody who brings stability to your life. Somebody who is nurturing and caring, patient. Somebody who will tell you like it is. And at the same time, make sure that you know you're very cared about. The Fool. New beginnings, Aries. New beginnings. Landing that job. Finding who you are. Looking within and seeing truly what leap of faith you want to take. And the Page of Pentacles. Starting from the very beginning. Starting to build from the very beginning. And sometimes this is really scary. When you have the Fool card and the Page of Pentacles, sometimes this is scary. Like these two have their backs to each other. I don't know if I want to do that. Aries aren't scared. You guys have been in a really down, dark place lately. Possibly some depression happening. But that's going to change. It's almost like a fluctuation. You've been up, you've been down, you've been up, you've been down. You're like, I'm tired of this roller coaster. I'm ready. I'm ready to get off the roller coaster now. The Empress. The Empress. Brand new spring, rebirth, renewal. There you are. Bringing things into fruition that you've worked so hard for. The King of Wands. This could definitely be you. You are stern, but you are fair. You are sometimes a little fiery, can sometimes have some backlash, but there's always a reason and a purpose behind it. Does somebody need to be put in their place because they got out of place? Does somebody need to be checked? Because I feel like you guys have kind of had people walk all over you. Maybe you need to check yourself. Is there a reason behind that? I'm not placing judgment. Everybody does it. I can lash out. And sometimes I need to check myself or have somebody else check me. Everybody does it. But you guys are you have very high self-esteem, and you haven't had high self-esteem lately. It has been a battle to be who you truly are. And I think a lot of it is the people that you've surrounded yourself with. People have brought you down. And if there are people that you're giving too much to and they haven't appreciated it, or it's like you're giving it to them, and even if they don't like push it, even if they don't ask and you're giving it to them, but you're expecting something in return. There's no fairness in that. If you don't feel like somebody's giving you enough, why? Why is that person not giving you enough? Are you overstepping your bounds? Do you need to check yourself? Or do you need to come into your own and realize that if you are giving, there doesn't need to be a reason behind it. It's simply because you like to give, because you guys like to give. You like to show love. You like to show affection. And those people that you are showing affection to and they're not appreciating it, they don't deserve to be in your life. If those people that you aren't receiving affection from and you've been begging for it, There's a reason for that. It's like when you're pushing too hard. It's like the Mars workhorse. You know, you're pushing too hard, you're pushing too hard, you're pushing too hard. And Aries can do that sometimes because they want to be number one. And there's nothing wrong with being number one. I will say it a million times. There is nothing wrong with being number one. But if there's a person in your life or people in your life who make you feel like you're constantly giving or you're constantly begging, that's not making yourself number one. You need to find out how to be number one. You need stability, the Three of Pentacles. You need to build from the ground up. So in November, when that rage, that anger comes up in you, and Aries can be very patient to a point, but when that rage and that anger and that constant knowing that somebody else is not respecting who you truly are, when that comes up, check your words. Because with Mars and Libra, it's a double-edged sword. You can either be really, really, really patient and really loving and really concerned and very nurturing to people. Or it's the flip side. There is no median. So make sure you're watching what you say. Because you may regret it later. You may burn a bridge that you don't want to burn. I burned bridges. A couple of them I wanted to burn. And the reason why I'm saying that is, like, Aries and Virgos are like night and day. But there's a lot of similarities too. The nurturing aspect. The wanting to help aspect. The reaching out to those who need it the most. But Aries are so good at putting themselves first. They're so good at nurturing their own selves. They're so good at feeding their own souls. And Virgos aren't very good at that. I could learn a lot from you. But my Virgo pride, shit. She's a brat. She's a brat. So remember how strong you truly are. And like the person that you can be in other people's lives this month. Because relationships are going to be tested. And you want to put yourself first. You want to learn things. You want to philosophize and be spiritual. You want to travel. You want to do. So do it. Don't let somebody else bring you down. Six of Cups. Feeling like a kid again. Feeling like you have all the possibilities in the world. The whole world is your oyster. So who is this Queen of Pentacles? Is this you being grounded? You're not going to be very grounded in November. No, Aries are going to want to fly like the Fool. You're going to want to take that leap of faith. You're going to want to do all things that are possible because you've been stuck for so long. You've been trying to reach for the stars and not able to catch one. Because it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. It's been so fluctuating. And it's like you feel like the universe is almost playing a cruel joke on you. Oh, my neck hurts. Is your neck hurting? Stress. Well, it's time to be the Empress. It's time to renew yourself. So who's the Queen of Pentacles? Is she a dear friend? She, he. Doesn't matter who it is, boy or girl, man or woman. Doesn't even have to be an earth sign. It could just be somebody very stable and grounded in your life. The Four of Wands. Is this a person who makes you happy? Is this a person who brings you your hopes and dreams? Or is this a person who word vomits all over the place in very, very angry ways, or you do this to them. And what you want is stability and your hopes and dreams, but you don't feel like you have it. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Is this somebody that you feel like you've been begging to receive from, or you've been feeling like you give too much to? Because we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Fool. You want a new beginning. And it's scary because you have to start from the bottom. We all have to hit rock bottom. The only way to go is up from rock bottom. Once you're at the top, you have to fall to go anywhere else. But when you're at the bottom, the sky's the limit. Ace of Swords. I love the Ace of Swords. You could be having great, great, great ideas come to you. Fascinating knowledge coming to you out of the blue. Like, what? How did I think about that? Like, where the fuck did that come from? You could be cutting all the bullshit out of your life. Screw this. I'm going to do me. Because you guys are good at it. And the Page of Wands, you could be communicating this to people. But a page can kind of do it in a very childlike way where they're not really, like we talked about, Mars and Libra. Make sure you're not doing it in fits of rage. I love the term word vomiting. I'm using it a lot these days. I like to word vomit sometimes. So what is this new beginning? What is this brand new venture you're going on? Where are you going from here? There's so many possibilities. I want you guys to tell me. Comment. Tell me what your new beginning is. What are you guys going to do in the first half of November that's going to show you that you've been stifling who you are for a long time? You've been carrying a heavy load. 10 of Wands, but you're done. You're done carrying the load of what you once were. Childhood dreams. I was talking with a friend the other day about childhood dreams. What did you want to be when you were younger? And I never really had, like, sometimes I thought I'd want to be a teacher. Sometimes I thought maybe I want to be a doctor. But it was always in, like, a healing or helping profession. I never had, there was one point where I wanted to be a Broadway star. And I was a dancer, you know, for years and years and years. But I couldn't sing. I can't carry a tune. So Broadway was out. I wanted the light shining on me. But yeah, I mean, I always wanted to be the person that helped other people. What is your childhood dream? Maybe that's what you should go for. Be a Broadway star. I don't care if you're 50. Broadway needs 50-year-olds. What is it that you wanted to do? What's your dream? Because you're waiting for it. 7 of Pentacles. Spring is coming again. What are the seeds you planted during your season this year that you're waiting for? Go out and get it. This guy doesn't even look, I mean, like, it looks like he's sad here, but he's just looking at this like, to me, he's looking at it like, man, watch that grow. And it might be growing slowly. New beginnings. Childhood dreams. Fantastic ideas. You guys are coming out of a period that was really hard. And it might still be really hard. Maybe. I feel like a lot is going to change for you guys. So let's make it happen. I still want you to tell me your dreams. Like, what's your dream? Right. I know. 9 of Wands, you're done. You want to rest. You want to rest from all the fighting. You want to rest from all the war. I know that Aries is the god of war, but we don't always have to be at war. I'm going to force it out of you. What are your dreams? I just have this electricity, and you may not be feeling that electricity right now, but I'm feeling it. Wheel of Fortune. Go get yours. Go get that job promotion. Go start that new business. Go find your one true love and tell them. When the Wheel of Fortune comes up, it's time, your cycle, the karma that has come to you, the karma that's come to other people in your life, that is over. Completion. We have completion here. Completion of hurting. Power in reverse. I don't read reversals. You guys know that. But when I see something like this, your tower already fell. And it looks like it was pretty rough. Fire, brimstone, people falling out and dying all over the place. Not really, but I'm sure it was really uncomfortable. And I'm sure that you've recognized it. Even if you haven't moved past it, I'm sure you recognize the moment that it happened. So go get yours. Karmic cycle. Ending. Done. Wash your hands. I hope the beginning of November is fantastic. Really quick, Shop Talk. Today and tomorrow are the last 2 days to request the October $10 off reading. All of the information below, all of the prices already have the $10 off. I'm asked that a lot, and then people are really disappointed when I'm like, no, you don't get another $10 off the $20 one question reading. So, also, if you aren't ready for a reading, but you feel like this channel has helped you anyway, or you feel led to donate, all of that information is below. And I will see you guys for the general love readings. I hope you're doing really well. I kind of feel it. I kind of feel like a lot of you are starting to get out of that slump. So amazing. I will see you guys later. Bye.